and welcome to our next AgriRouter Connect event. To you farmers, dear contractors, agricultural machinery manufacturers, and to all smart farming fans, good to have you with us. So today we are going to talk about seed modulation with the KUHN ESPRO 4000 RC and the MyEasyFarm software. And therefore, I'm pleased to welcome my today's studio guests. So first of all, I want to say hello to Johannes Sonnen from DK Data. Good to have you with us. On the other side, Vincent Gerard, Product Manager, Electronics and Digital Services at KUHN. Good to have you here. And last but not least, a warm welcome to Gauthier Debarge. He is a business developer from MyEasyFarm. So gentlemen, once again, good to have you here in our studio. So first of all, we are going to introduce to you the AgriRouter platform. So it's an open, it's an independent, universal data exchange platform, and on the other hand, also an initiative of several companies. But before we start, let's talk about our newsletters and stuff. You should know that you can sign up for our newsletter to receive the latest news about smart farming. Simply scan the QR code with your mobile phone or click the link in the video description below. Published once a month, this newsletter allows you to stay informed of the developments of the AgriRouter platform and of smart farming in general. At the same time, sign up for the contest to try to win the KUHN model set and a nice cap that have appeared at the screen. So these gifts are offered by KUHN and MyEasyFarm. Thanks for this. And yeah, our fingers are crossed, and we wish you best of luck, good success and fun while participating. And now we are going to start, and therefore I would like to ask Johannes Sonnen to introduce himself. So could you tell us more about your company called DK Data?
Yeah, the company DK Data was founded in the year 2016 from 10 agricultural machinery manufacturers. They sit together and say we need to do something to reduce the effort to integrate different interfaces from different software products the farmers are using, and therefore say we need something in the middle. And they have the future outlook and say we need to create a company, a neutral company. It makes no sense that one company do that by their own. And they founded this company, named it DK Data. DK Data stands for nothing, it's only the company name. And we are located in Osnabrück. And then we started together with the machinery manufacturers the conception of a neutral data exchange platform. It's called AgriRouter. And the big goal is to have inside the machines only one interface, so an interface to AgriRouter, that the machine can be connected to the AgriRouter, and also for the software product, that was the goal that makes it easier for the farmer to connect different software products with different machines, so that he has the freedoms. And we see that here on our screens. This is the old world here with the bilateral connections to each other. And one of the next slide, we see this AgriRouter as a central element, but I can say this is not one big AgriRouter for all the farmers. It's an AgriRouter per farmer. It's individual. It's quite similar to our smartphones. We have that also individual. I use, I think, other apps as you use the apps on your smartphones. And this is very important because the farms are very different. So every farmer produces different crops, so therefore you need different software products, you need different machines. Yeah? That was the reason why we say we don't create one big AgriRouter, we only create the exchange platform in the middle, and the farmer can connect on the machines and the software products. And we see here on the screen our so-called agriculture value chain. As I mentioned, we see the farmer as a businessman, so he needs to earn money with the production of the crops. And therefore, we built AgriRouter to exchange data along the whole value chain. We started in arable farming between the machines and the software products, but today we are actually going more on the right side to the storage and food processing. We are also going more to the left side, to the food, to the livestock part, to the input companies. So I can say to you, for example, in the livestock area, we are in contact now with some feeding mixing companies, yeah, including KUHN, and we are are actually developing the format to exchange the reception for the feeding mixer with different feeding mixing or feeding management programs. There are also a lot of feeding management software programs existing, and that's the same situation as we started in arable, in the same situation in livestock farming. We have a lot of machines, we have a lot of software products, and they have bilateral connections, and they say, oh, this is a lot of effort, let's do something in the middle, and therefore it's the agrirouter. So the agrirouter is built for exchange data along the whole value chain. You see also here the word data logistic. That means that we in the future not only want to focus on the pure data exchange, we also want to solve problems for converting data, correction data, of data preparation, something like that, validation. So all things that helps to have a higher compatibility as we have it today. So that the farmer can use the agrirouter in the background for optimization his production process day by day.
Thank you so much for this interesting insight. And you've mentioned also shareholders, or let's say partners. How many of them are included in the project around the agrirouter?
Yeah, we started with 10 in 16, and now we are at the end of 21. We are at 16 shareholders with 27 brands. You see here the brands on the screen. The reason is why we have more brands instead of shareholders. That the reason is because some of the shareholders have more than one brand. For example, CNH or the company Excellent Industries that is located here in Paris. And I can tell you that as we are open, so each machine manufacturer can become our shareholder, that we will offer news to Agritechnica in the beginning of next year. And some big new companies will join this group, so be aware what happened. And some more smaller companies will also join this group. So the group is growing, and we invited all machinery manufacturers become part of the group.
So just to inform our viewers, the Agritechnica is a big exhibition next year in 2022 in Germany. And from the practical point of view, how does the agrirouter work? Tell us.
Yeah, so the agrirouter runs in the background for the farmer, but we have a user interface. So when the farmer starts, so after creating an account, it's very easy. It's like similar to create an Amazon account. Then he has an account and the agrirouter is empty. Then he needs to connect the machines. And therefore we have two ways. One, we have the direct way. That means that the terminal or the communication box that is located on the machine talks to the agrirouter in a direct way. So for example, we will see here in a demonstration later the CCI terminal. The CCI terminal is connected to the internet, and then with a small application that runs on the terminal, it talks to agrirouter. And therefore that terminal talks to my agrirouter account. I go to my account and get a so-called registration code. And this registration code I put one time in the terminal, and then the terminal knows, I have to talk to the agrirouter of me. And then we have the second way to connect machines. That is the indirect way. That means that a machine is connected to a manufacturer platform. So more and more machinery manufacturers offers so-called manufacturer platforms. They offer services for spare parts, they offer services for winter check, and so on. Then the machine is connected to this manufacturer platform X factory, so when the machine is leaving the factory. And then the farmer goes to this manufacturer platform with his account and say, okay, this machine from this manufacturer should connect to my agrirouter. So you don't need a registration code. You only say this machine should connect to my agrirouter. On the software side, it's quite similar. When you go inside the software, most likely in the settings, there is a slider, connect to agrirouter, then a screen comes up and asks me for my username, my password, and then the software is connected. That is very easily. And when you have set up the agrirouter ecosystem for your farm, it runs in your background, and you don't need to open the agrirouter interface. It runs in the background. So when you have set up, nothing is to do. When a new machine maybe comes to the farm or new software product, then you do a new onboarding, we say, and that's all.
So I've got another question. How can the farmer manage his machines and software on the other side in this interface?
Yeah, so he can open the interface of the agrirouter with login. But we get feedback from the market that most of the farmers say, we don't want to manage so many in the interface. Yes, it's available, but can you do that a little bit easier? And therefore, we developed or integrated in the agrirouter two standard group, a standard group for machine and a standard group for software. When you now connect a machine to your agrirouter, it becomes an endpoint in the standard machine group, the same for the software in the software group. And these both groups are linked to each other for all data formats that are here, the parcels and letters. This is the default setting. So that means when the farmer connects a machine, connect the software, data exchange directly can start without doing anything on the interface. But when the farmer say, I want to individualize the setting for one of the machines, then he take that machine of the standard group out and make individual settings. So he can do so. So when the farmer then asks how I should do that, so we have a lot of learning material. We call that quick start guides in an easy way and an expert version. And therefore, steps are described, what to do to create a new route and so on. So you can individualize that anymore. Or, for example, when you connect your agrirouter account to another agrirouter account. So a farmer is working together with a contractor. So he can start very easily and then can grow up after time when he more knows how agrirouter in detail work. But start very easily, and that is what the most farmers are started with.
Okay, so maybe you can tell me something more. Are all the machines on the farm connectable to the agrirouter or just the most recent ones?
Oh, the answer is yes. So all machines can be connected to the agrirouter, and therefore some of the hardware providers on the market offer so-called retrofit telemetry connections. This retrofit telemetry connections are listed on our website. We make a certification, is that box running fine with the agrirouter? And then the farmer can buy such a box. I think Gauthier will show us one of an example. And connect to the isobus or to whatever connection to the tractor or to the machine, and then connect this machine also to his agrirouter. Because no farmer will buy a new machine only for connecting to agrirouter. So the existing machines on the farm can therefore be connected with the agrirouter. When the farmer buys a new tractor, he can say, okay, this new tractor also should be directly ex-factory have the possibility to connect to agrirouter. But with this retrofit units, he can use it for the existing machine, also for new machines. Maybe the farmer say, I don't like the manufacturer platform in between, therefore I buy a retrofit unit or a terminal and connect the machine in a direct way. So this is, the farmer has the freedom to do so. And a lot of these providers offers this solution. So we don't sell that, but we have a central overview to find the right solution for me. So this is also possible to connect here machines from manufacturers that are actually not in our boat. Yeah, so for example, the Deere tractor or a Claas tractor can also be connected with retrofit units to the agrirouter.
I understand. So one more question. I've heard about the fact that the agrirouter platform is an international one. Which countries can use it?
All countries can use it, but it depends on the language. So we support today the language English, French, German, Russian and Italian is coming next, as the government of Italian gives subsidiaries for smart farming solutions, and therefore we have more and more requests from Italian. So and you see here when maybe a new country raises up and the more and more the requests coming up, then we will add additional languages. So we have also a list in the background. And the language the agrirouter can be used is depending on the language of the computer. So when my computer, or here example from Gauthier, the computer is on French, yeah, then when you open a browser, the agrirouter automatically is visible in the French language. So you don't have to check that, that is automatically done in the background. The same is for our website. Our website is also available in this language as you see here. And we always translate the agrirouter interface, and we also translate all the material we have on the website. You see here also the logo SAP. SAP is our IT provider. So it's not a partner, it's not a shareholder, it's a pure IT provider. They are responsible for the stability of agrirouter and for enhancement we do together with the machinery manufacturers and the partners. And last but not least, when you open the agrirouter, for example, in Netherlands, so you see here Netherlands or Dutch is not on the list, then it opens automatically in English as a default language.
I'm asking myself, where can I find a list of brands and devices which are showing the compatibility with the agrirouter?
Yeah, so we have a so-called marketplace on our website available, and in this marketplace all available software products that can be connected to the agrirouter and all available telemetric connections are visualized. Some providers opens or offers their product only in different languages, so the marketplace make a filter on the language, but all available products in my language are visible in the marketplace, and I can click, for example, here on software product, get more detailed information. I get some screenshots, I get information about which data formats the software supports, and then I can click on a website and go to the provider. So, for example, here MyEasyFarm, then I go to the MyEasyFarm guys, and the MyEasyFarm guys offers them then licenses per year, per month, I don't know exactly. So this is not our not our business case. So the selling of the software or from the hardware is done by the provider. We only have that central overview because we want to offer a farmer a central possibility to see what solutions are available, that he don't needs to use the whole to search in the whole internet.
And you've also produced some videos to show our viewers what's behind the agrirouter. Could you tell us more?
Yeah, we have produced so-called use case videos. So the use case videos are in combination with a machine manufacturer and a software provider, and we do that on real farms, so by real agrirouter users. We make some, we record the material during the machine is driving on the field. We make some interviews with the farmers. These videos are available on all our website and also on our YouTube channel. And they are also available in different languages. The same is for the agrirouter Connect events, as we did it here today. We have already produced agrirouter Connect events, and you can see that on our website or our YouTube channel. So I make a suggestion, make a subscription on our YouTube channel, then you get informed with new videos we uploaded. So then you are still up to date, and you can look all these videos when you have free time on your farm.
So thank you very much for your detailed explanations. And dear viewers, at this point we turn to KUHN and Vincent Gérard. As KUHN's product manager for electronics and digital devices, what motivated KUHN to join this collaboration between manufacturers and also to develop the agrirouter platform?
KUHN is an international company with over 190 years of experience in developing and manufacturing agricultural machinery. And we want to offer the best machine and the best solution adapted to each farmers and contractors all around the world. And we are seeking that precision farming, digitalization, and then data transfer are tools which will help each farmers and contractors to meet the next challenges in agriculture in terms of economy, agronomic, but also in terms of traceability when we are talking about food production. Farmers are asking about solutions to be more efficient, more precise, have a better comfort, to have a better task organization. And that's why we took the decision with other manufacturers and competitors to create DK data and to develop the agrirouter product. Until now, to connect solutions, software, terminals, machine, and to send information between all these solutions, it was mandatory to develop each time a communication tool, a communication system. And okay, it works, but how to manage them in the long term? How to be sure that each solution will be compatible and they will talk together. With the agrirouter product, we just need to implement one time the communication unit, the agrirouter, and then all systems will communicate all together. And then it's much easier for everybody because we just need to manage one tool, and this tool is the agrirouter solution. We know that several farmers are using different brands, different color. And today, for the farmer, he wants to have a solution which is compatible and which talk with each other.
Of course, sounds good and very easy. So tell me more. How do you do it? And on the other side, what do you want to offer your customers?
We are always talking about precision farming, ease of use. And that's exactly what we are doing since 2009 with the CCI Association. We founded with other manufacturer, the CCI Association, Competence Center Isobus, and we created, for example, the CCI 1200 terminal. and all the solution needed to do section control, variable weight documentation. Another example is the CCI A3. That's the new joystick with a touchscreen display where you can see icons to control directly the machine. By using this terminal and CCI on all other machines, you just need to learn one terminal, one functionality, and one solution, one system. Another point is that KUHN is member of the IF Association, and the IF is working on ISOBUS standard and electronic solution. And IF have developed an ISOBUS certification and a database where the farmer can check which machine, which terminal are compatible. And then he can really be sure that it will work when he will connect both solutions together. And now we are with DKA data, and we are developing the agrirouter product. And thanks to them, we are sure that the data will be transported from one point to the other point without any stress. It works.
Of course. So simplifying and automating data transfers is, let's say, a huge time saver in the office. My question is, which KUHN machines are connected to the agrirouter via the CCI terminals, and what data is sent with the machines, or let's say from the machines to the agrirouter platform?
Each KUHN factory is specialized in this field of activity. It means that they are really experts. And thanks to association or company like CCI, DKA, or IF, we are able to use the same tools. Like explained before, CCI 1200, the joystick, we can use them on each KUHN ISOBUS machine. Then it makes them automatically compatible with the agrirouter platform and compatible with the complete management software and solution in the farm. And then it's a very big advantage. In terms of machines, we have a different machine compatible with CCI and the agriculture platform, like planters, seed drills, spreader, sprayers, plow, min-till seed drills like the ESPRO that we will explain just after. And this is for the crop production, and for the hay and forage range, we have ISOBUS mowers, rakes, balers, wrappers, which can be connected to the agrirouter platform and then exchange the data. Regarding the data which are produced, they are coming from different ways. First, we have the machine. The machine will be able to generate data, a working area, applied map, and so on. Then you have the data coming from the terminal, GPS information, guidance lines, field border, point of interest. And in addition, you can add the tractor's data, because if the tractor is ISOBUS, he's producing data, fuel consumption. And then you take all this information and you can send them back to the office, and then the manager will have direct access to this data to manage the planning and to manage the task.
So if I understood you right, you've got different solutions to offer. Could you give us some more detailed information?
Yes, you know that the working season for farmers and contractors are very short. It means that they need to find easily each digital solution to do their daily work. That's why, for example, we introduced last year KUHN CCI Connect, which is a pack for our CCI terminal. And when you are using this pack, it means you can connect the CCI to internet, and then you have access to new features. Like, for example, CCI remote view. Target is to show the CCI screen on a smartphone, computer, or tablet remotely. It means that the farmer can help his driver remotely for settings, for troubleshootings, or a small training. Then we have also online CCI update to push the CCI update directly in the field. And in addition of the KUHN CCI Connect, we have, with agrirouter platform, we have a small tool. The small tool is KUHN Easy Transfer. The aim is to transfer application map from the office to the field. Why we develop that? There are many specialist companies able to create application map depending soil analysis or biomass coming from drones or satellites. They send the maps to the farmer. They receive a zip file. And then it can be for the farmer very difficult to send the map or to put the map inside the terminal with a USB stick, depending the terminal brand, you need to check the folder name, you need to copy, to pass, to unzip. Can be very complicated and difficult. With KUHN Easy Transfer, the farmer just takes the zip file, received and transmitted by the application map supplier, select it in KUHN Easy Transfer, select the terminal and press send, and then the application maps will be sent directly to the terminal. Nothing more. Target is to be very easy and fast. And all these solutions are inside MyKUHN, which is the customer area where he will find all information about his KUHN machine, spare parts, operator's manual, instruction, KUHN Easy Transfer, and all connected solution.
Sounds very good, Vincent. So I want to take the opportunity to remind you of our contest. You can win the KUHN model set and a nice cap. To do so, just scan the QR code with your mobile phone and click the link in the video description below and subscribe to our newsletter on connected agriculture. To better understand this, let's move on to a practical case study. It's about seeding modulation. Vincent, why is it relevant to adapt the seeding to the characteristics of the plot? And what data can be sent from the ESPRO seed drill to the agrirouter? And what is actually the benefit for the user?
Variable rate application in seeding with or without fertilizer help the farmer to increase or to optimize the yield and his profitability for each field. Each fields are different, and inside the field there are different zones which are different. That's why, depending also the seeds variety, the soil texture, soil analysis, the farmer, with the help of decision tool or software like MyEasyFarm, can define application map to really adapt the right product, the right amount inside the field. Then you are doing variable rate application. And for the ESPRO, this machine is able, this is our min-till seed drill, is able to do variable rate. It means when you are driving, you can adapt automatically, depending where you are in the field, you can adapt the rate and the amount of each product. The fertilizer, the seeds, or maybe, because here this is a RC version, you have two hopper, you can make a mix of different seeds for a cover crop and so on. And you can add a third hopper to manage microgranules or small seeds or very small amount. And when you are working, machines ESPRO will generate data, working area, working hours, the quantity of product used in each field, and this data, with the data from the terminal, will be sent back to the software management, and then the manager can see exactly what has been done and can manage his farm.
So, as you've said, to manage, to utilize this information, the farmer must have suitable software. And at this point, MyEasyFarm comes in. And Gauthier Debarge, can you tell us more about your solution and also its relation to the agrirouter platform?
Yes, so MyEasyFarm is a farm management information system specialized in precision farming, data aggregation, and data exchange with the equipment. So the platform is ISO Plus certified and is compatible with most equipment's terminal on the market. And it was developed and designed for farmers, contractors, and also agricultural cooperative. So as you can see on your screen, the farmers can first of all aggregate and collect data from different agronomic sources. So it could be satellite maps for biomass following, soil maps, yield maps from the combine, or prescription maps from his trusted advisor, for example. Then the farmers can create prescription maps for variable rate application for fertilizing, spraying, or seeding. And create these prescription maps by his own, based on this data collected on the field. Then the prescription maps can be sent directly to the equipment through USB stick or wirelessly, thanks to manufacturers' data exchange, such as agrirouter. And it's really easy. The farmers just have to send it and receive it directly in the terminal of the equipment. And once the job is done, and thanks to the data collected by the equipment, so the implement and the tractors, the data can be exported from the machine to MyEasyFarm thanks to agrirouter, and then the farmers can analyze his data in the platform MyEasyFarm and have a precise information about what have been done on the field.
Well, but not all farmers have recent equipment with an internet connection. What would you answer them?
Yes, we agree that there are still many equipment without internet connection, without wireless connection. And USB stick remains a solution, but at MyEasyFarm we also provide a MyEasyConnect telemetry box, which is a task controller with ISOBus task controller with in-cab plug. And this task controller is also part of agrirouter marketplace, which means that the farmers can exchange data wirelessly from MyEasyFarm to this box thanks to agrirouter, and then documentate all the operation from the field to the farm management information software. And this box is also quite interesting for the old terminal because it's bring also some section control and variable rate application features.
So sounds easy enough, but could you give us like a live demonstration to see how it goes concretely?
Yeah, of course. So I'm, as you can see on your screen, I'm actually on my farm's account where you can see a satellite view of my fields, of my farm. So I first imported all the field boundaries, and I also, in the marketplace of MyEasyFarm, I also connected agrirouter. So I can connect all the equipment connection or decision support tools, but here I can see that agrirouter is already connected. So back to the satellite view, I can access to the detailed information of my field. So I can find the weather data, precise weather data, soil maps. So here it's texture soil maps, satellite maps for biomass following of the crop. And then I prepared prescription maps for this event. So it's variable rate seeding prescription maps. So I will send these prescription maps wirelessly through agrirouter to the CCI of KUHN. So for this, I need to create a task and assign the prescription maps to the tasks. So I just need to define the operation type, so it's a seeding, the start date, so today, the equipment, I will choose the Massey Ferguson, and then the KUHN ESPRO seeder, the workers, and finally, the prescription maps. So then I had the tasks, and now I can export these tasks through agrirouter. So I just need to take export, select the agrirouter, and then I need to choose the endpoint. So here the endpoint is the CCI of the ESPRO. So I select the CCI, and then I can export it. So it's a success. So now it's your turn, Vincent. You should receive the task.
Yes, so we wait a little bit that the task is arriving, but we can send the task, or during sending the task, the CC is not needed to have it switched on. You can send the task the day before, and in the morning you come in the tractor, you switch on the terminal, and then the terminal will establish the connection to internet, and then we'll ask the agrirouter platform if there is something for him. And here you can hear the tone, there is something new for the CCI, there is a new task. Then I'm going to start the import process, and then this is like always, just press import. I can see that I have a task received a few minutes ago. And now I'm going to import the task, then the CCI will open the task, will read the task, will adapt the map, and so on, and will establish the connection with the seedwheel ESPRO. It takes a little bit time. And now the task is imported inside the terminal, and after that, I will be able to start the task and to start the work and to start to seed. I have here the field. This is the field, the stadium. I have all information about the rate. I have also information about the driver name and the name of the farm, which was added by Gauthier. Just start play, and then we will see and check if the application map is the same than in the MyEasyFarm software. I'm going to do it a little bit bigger. Yes, it's exactly the same map, and you can see that we have three amounts, 120, 140, and 160 kilograms per hectare for seeds. And if I want to manage also an application map for fertilizer, it's in the same way. I can send directly the two application maps in one time to the terminal, just push and play, and then the CCI will send the right amount of each product to the ESPRO. During working, the machine will generate data, working hours, quantity of product, applied map, and so on. When the work is done, I just need to export the task, and for that, just press on export. Yes, I want to export it through agrirouter, and then I need to select the endpoint. In this case, I want to send back all the information to MyEasyFarm or all other software connected to agrirouter. Select MyEasyFarm, and then the CCI will take all information, and then we can see send to agrirouter. Then it's going directly to Gauthier in his MyEasyFarm tools. Then he will have access to all information. It means when the job is done, a few minutes after, the manager have all information to manage the planning, to manage the task, and so on. That's very fast. It's not needed to call the driver. Can you put all this data on the USB stick and give this USB this evening or tomorrow? No, you do it. You can do it directly after the job.
So. As a manager, I just received in my agrirouter integration, I just received a new task from my workers. Here it's Vincent. So I will not import these tasks because we haven't moved inside the field really. So we just prepared an application maps just before the event, where we can see the same prescription maps that I sent to the CCI, and then on the right side of the screen you can see the real applied maps from the ESPRO seeder. So I can see that the seeders applied the right amount that I asked from the prescription maps. So here I only have one passage, so I can also show you a real task, a complete task with all the passage inside the field. So I can see that the variable rate application went well. And these application maps, these isobus application maps, can also be attached to an isobus report with some relevant information on the tasks. So I can have here, for example, the total amount of seed inputs, and the worked area, the time spent on the field. So then, as farmers, I can have a precise stock management, cost management, and for example, for contractors, he can export this report for his customers.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your great live demonstration. It was incredible to see this working cooperation between the both of you. So, dear audience, we've also prepared a video to discover the KUHN ESPRO 4000 RCC drill, and of course also the data exchange made possible by the agrirouter, KUHN Easy Transfer, and the MyEasyFarm software. Have a look. So, Vincent, could you explain us what we exactly see here?
So, with this video, we want to explain how we can export the data. In this case, we want to show that, okay, the manager received the application map from his software provider. He selects with my KUHN Easy Transfer, he selects the zip file directly, select the terminal, press on send, and then the application maps are sent through agrirouter directly to the CCI terminal. And the driver just needs to open it, start it, and work, do the job. So now he's selecting the map. And after that, the manager can also see with the CCI remote view solution included in our KUHN CCI Connect what the driver is doing and have a look. Okay, everything is working well. We can see that the machine is generating data. You can see the working area, and then it can show. Yeah, now you see the CCI remote view. But then you can do the work, and when the work is finished, just send back the data. The time saved in the office is very huge because you have directly the data, and we know that get back after the season, the working season, get back all the data can be very difficult. Here with MyEasyFarm, I have all information in one time, and I can manage all information, economics, but also agronomics data.
Well, now we understand how it works for sowing, but what about other machines? How they can be connected to the agrirouter? And therefore I've met Vincent Arnoux from the KUHN Center of Progress in Saverne, and he wants to show us the range of possibilities. So it's a pleasure for me to be with Vincent Arnoux. He works in the international sales department at KUHN and also on projects related to digital services. So thank you for having me. So could you explain me where are we and what this has to do with the agrirouter Connect event?
We are here at the KUHN Center for Progress, which is the training center for KUHN for all our partners and dealers. And you can see here around us all the machines we can produce in the KUHN group. It goes from soil preparation machines, plows, seed drills, fertilizer spreaders, sprayers, but also landscape maintenance, mixer feeder wagons, mowing, many machines aiming at improving farmers' profitability. And on most of these machines, we are now developing digital solutions, which are also here to improve farmers' profitability. And this is the sense of our participation to agrirouter Connect.
Okay, so as I can see, there are a lot of machines around us. Could you introduce us to some of them?
Sure. I can, for example, introduce you the baler first, but also other machines able to generate data and work with agrirouter.
Very good. Let's go for it.
So our balers are able to register data related to the bales produced, the size, the weight, the moisture, but also the geopositioning of each bale produced by the baler. And it's interesting because then we can transfer this data to other providers of solution, improve the logistic around the baling pickup, for example, or the bale storage. And this data will go for this through agrirouter.
Okay, so this is a machine from your baler and wrapper range, which is a part of the forage harvesting. Are there any other ranges concerned by connected services?
Absolutely. Come with me.
For sure. So Vincent, here are the sprayers, right?
Yes. Most of our sprayers are able to deal with variable application rate maps because most of the fields actually have heterogeneity, and therefore it's important to put only the right amount of chemical at the right place in the field. So we are able to import prescription maps on the machine, apply the spraying, and then export the task, the job actually done in the field, back to the computer or to any software using this data. And for this, import and export, we use agrirouter.
So this sounds very easy, very good, but I'm asking myself, do you have any other projects in process to continue to develop these services?
Sure. Let me show you another very interesting product.
Ah, great. So here we are.
Yes, we are here in front of a mixer feeder wagon. We have a project actually with DKE data to integrate our livestock machines also in the data exchange processes to have machines able to transfer data through agrirouter. So all farmers can actually benefit from the security and the comfort of data exchange. At KUHN in general, we believe in interoperability. It should be very easy, simple and safe for all farmers to work with several different machines, even from several different brands, without worrying about data communication between each machine of the farm.
A very good approach. Thank you very much for this exciting insight into your exhibition hall and into the digital agriculture of the future.
Yes, you're welcome.
Very impressive. Thank you very much. And now it's time for our conclusion. To conclude this moment, I want to talk once again to Johannes Sonnen from DKA Data. So feel free to summarize.
Yeah, so my summarize is that I want to underline that all software providers and all machinery manufacturers are welcome to join our group, to sit in the agrirouter boat in the future. So especially for the software providers, I want to underline that we have a lot of material to help to integrate the agrirouter interface. So we have people in the background, you can help them. We have a lot of SDKs in different programming languages available. So it's not a big issue to integrate the agrirouter interface. The same for the machinery manufacturers, everybody is welcome. And I can only say to the farmers, if your software product is not able to connect to agrirouter, give them a hand and say, please contact DKE Data. They help you to integrate the agrirouter interface, because we want to increase the freedom from the farmer's side, that he has the totally freedom by choosing his machine and the totally freedom by choosing his software, because he say, okay, each product, all the products are ready for agrirouter. I don't have to care about it. I can connect them to my agrirouter and build up my agrirouter ecosystem. So everybody is welcome. And this is my summarize here for this today. And I want to say it was a pleasure for me from DKE side to be here in Strasbourg by company KUHN, and also in combination with MyEasyFarm. So thanks for that.
So the pleasure was on my side as well. Dear viewers, we hope that you've got some interesting information all about smart farming. Once again, thanks to my studio guests of today. And don't hesitate to contact KUHN, MyEasyFarm, and also DKA Data, especially the agrirouter, to get more information and to get in contact with them for your questions. Don't forget to sign up for the agrirouter platform, our smart farming newsletter, and also sign up for the contest to try to win the KUHN model set and a nice cap. They appear on the screen. And by the way, we've got a 1-year license from MyEasyFarm. So good luck for this. Other events on the agrirouter Connect platform are regularly published, as you can see here, on the social media of the different partners. So stay tuned. All episodes are available on the agrirouter platform website and on its YouTube channel. So in the end, thank you very much for joining. We hope to see you at our next future event, and we wish you a great farming campaign. All the best. See you and goodbye.